Here is another walk around video of my DeLorean. I made the first one after a year of ownership, so this is year 2. So this is everything I've done in the last year, just kind of state of the car as it were. She's kind of in her daily driving style mode, not like overly detailed, but I like to keep it clean as I can. Just from back here all the way, you can tell one of the major things I did this year was tinting the windows. So the rear window and the main windows on the doors have been tinted 35% with a ceramic tint. And that turned out really great. It's a huge difference. I can tell already in the winter, just the greenhouse effect isn't as bad. A lot of people say to do the front windshield, which makes total sense. Do like a clear tint or something on it, but mine has a small crack in it, so I don't want to spend money to do that when it's going to be replaced eventually anyways. So that's a big one. Another one that I did this year was LED headlights, so I'll have to turn that on. So that's new H4 housings. I've got LEDs all around the car now, so headlights, turn signals, all the instrument gauge stuff. So what a huge difference at night that is, because you can actually see where you're going. Surprise, surprise. Well, let's open up the car. Let's let's turn the headlights on real quick. Let's switch over here. You can see that even in the day, that LED side marker lighting up. There they are. They actually look a little more blue in person than I think they do on the camera, but man, just so much brighter than the old ones. Been really happy with those. So if you have a DeLorean, I would definitely suggest you do some kind of LED upgrade. I went with sort of one of the cheaper ways to do it, which was some new housings and some Amazon LED bulbs that I bought. I can't recall the brand, but really happy with them nonetheless. They look really great, and the high beams are crazy bright with all of them on. All right, looking interior of the car, pretty similar to what we had last year. Haven't done a lot of big stuff on the interior. I did so much of that the year before with the dash and everything. Let's do a little check-in on the mileage. So we're at 41,671. So it looks like I've put on about, that would be about 4,000 miles this year, which is pretty impressive, I feel like, for not my actual daily driver, but I drive it as much as I can. One thing I did do in here is I finally got some new window switches, and guess what? They're still not 100% lined up. But man, they're a lot better than they were, so happy about that. Glad to have gotten those working. I also put this little CarPlay screen up here just to have something to give me GPS directions. I've driven the car to a couple other states. I've taken it on some long drives. I think the longest one I did was about 300 miles. So it's been pretty dependable for me. So knock on wood, hope it doesn't hear this. But you can see kind of the car's just looking really clean right now. Let's go back here. Still haven't updated this the painted area on the bumper. I need to do that. I think the saga of the year, if there was one, was I did have some problems with my car. It was running just super rich and basically undrivable. It was smoking really bad, and it wouldn't start after you'd driven it for a minute, and the symptoms went on and on, kind of what was going on. But basically my my warm-up regulator had to be rebuilt, and that was like the one piece I hadn't rebuilt. I got another one when I kind of got the car going, but it was a used one that I just did my best to clean. But I had sent that to DeLorean Midwest, and they rebuilt that for me. So thanks to those guys. And there's just the engine bay. Also, that was part of it. And then I did new seals and gaskets here on the W pipe. I was getting some air leaks here, really bad ones in here, because this bolt right here that keeps that pipe on board had mine was basically totally stripped out. So shout out to Dave Swingle. Sorry, my phone's going off as I'm doing this. Shout out to Dave Swingle for helping me with that. We basically had to tap a new hole and put a new bolt and all that stuff to get it sorted out. But man, now that that's sorted, the car still ran a little rich for a little while after we kind of got it dialed up, and we had to keep messing with the fuel mixture with the dwell meter. But once we got that thing going, man, the car's just running the best it ever has. So really happy with that. Let's see, what else? Anything else over here? Get kind of a shot from this side. Still got some issues with the stainless. You can see through here, just like the tint, how much darker it is than the stock, which I really like. I really like the look. The 35% was not like over the top dark, but just enough. I don't feel like people are staring at me quite as bad, even though they probably still are, right? Because you're riding around in a DeLorean. One thing that did happen, like the day before Christmas, it was super cold. Took my son out to breakfast in the car, and one of my door handles just broke off in my hand on the exterior. So I had to replace that with a new metal door handle. I guess it was like 16 degrees and kind of brittle. So I did that. I also replaced the interior door handle because mine was messed up. So this passenger door has been totally reworked, all new handles. So that's nice. And then I've been trying to kind of get this weather stripping back how it's supposed to be. So I re-epoxied all that on there, but it doesn't look super clean. There's some kind of spots where you can see the epoxy shining through. I don't know. It's as good as I can get it without being a pro. You know, it's my attitude is kind of like, get it better than it was when I got it, try to keep it looking good, but it's never going to be perfect. It's a 40-year-old car, and I'm the only one that notices half this stuff. Oh, my son did get me this sticker as well, which I thought was really awesome. The Time Machine Cars character, which doesn't even exist, but they made a sticker of it, which is awesome. So yeah, here it is. 1981 DeLorean, year 2. Man, it's been a lot of fun. About 5,000 or so, 4,000 miles I put on this year. Just still got some stuff to do. The list never ends, but man, if you love these cars, you know just the joy. Even going to go grab some groceries, it can just turn it into a fun day. So there it is, year 2 with my 1981 DeLorean 3066. See you guys next year.